What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JP, back again with another video. And today, I know I'm late. I meant to have this out a month ago. I've had this for 4 or 5 weeks now. But this is the OnePlus Nord N200 5G. That's a mouthful. This is originally the Metro by T-Mobile model. I have since had it unlocked, and it works great on AT&T. It doesn't get 5G, but it does get the LTE Advanced. You know, the LTE carrier aggregated on a AT&T, and it works great. Otherwise, but I'm sure everyone has already seen a few videos on this phone by now. It has a Snapdragon 480 5G chipset. An Adreno 619 GPU, and I'm going to touch on that in just a minute I'm trying to make this video so long, though. This, I think, is 64 gigs of internal memory and 4 gigs of RAM, and it does run Android 11, and it has Oxygen OS, of course. But there's your dash charge with your cable, and SIM ejector tool there. And really nice design, honestly. Really nice design phone. I actually I was able to get it for free by porting a number over, and but even the regular price of $240 unlocked is this phone is worth every bit of that. I mean, I would even say $300, and I know some people may disagree with me on that because there's more competition up there. But this phone is great. Not only is it an upgrade from the N100 that rocked the Snapdragon 460 LTE chipset, but in my opinion, this is also an upgrade to the OnePlus Nord N10 5G. Not only does this have a bigger screen than that does, because as y'all may remember, the N10 5G actually had a slightly smaller screen than the N100. But the N200 here maintains the N100 screen size, which again is slightly bigger than the N10 5G, and this phone does have 5G. I'm sure they're going to come out with an N20 for the U.S. market, I'm sure. But to me, this is an upgrade, or a successor to both the N100 and the N10 5G. Simply, I don't have much to go on. And again, some would disagree with me on this. But I say that based solely on the graphics chip. This has the Adreno 619. That is the same graphics chip that the Snapdragon 750G has. Now, I know what y'all are fixing to say. Well, hold on, Justin. The N10 5G also... it rocked the Snapdragon 690. So it too had the Adreno 619. But you'd be wrong. The Snapdragon 690 actually has the Adreno. It's a mouthful. I'm trying to keep up with myself here. That actually has the Adreno 619L. If y'all remember in the video I did to the LG I think, what was it, the K92 5G or something like that I got towards the end of last year from Cricket Wireless. It was the first phone. It actually beat the N10 to market with the Snapdragon 619. See, there I go. I'm getting them mixed up now. Well, it had the Snapdragon 690. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, it beat it to market with the Snapdragon 690. And in that video, I discussed about notice how there was not a regular Snapdragon 750, just a 750G. And there was also no 690G, just a 690. Whereas with the 765, they had a standard and a G. And and that may not be the best example, and this isn't anything official, anything official to go on. But in that video, I discussed about how the 690 was basically the non-G 750. They were built on the same process, because remember I talked about how they had a newer core. They had better performance cores than the 765 and 765G had, because those had the Cortex A76 performance cores, whereas the 690 and 750G had Cortex A77 cores. They were just clocked lower than the A76s found in the Snapdragon 765, 765G, etc. And it would just clock lower. And a lot of times these G processors, they do get a slight bump in the CPU's clock speed, but a lot of the bump is more in the GPU. And you'll notice that the 750G had a Adreno 619, whereas the Snapdragon 690 had a Adreno 619L. Now, I'm not sure what that L stands for. I don't know. I'm assuming less or low, or I don't know. But it's less powerful in some way. Is it noticeable? Honestly, I doubt it. But it's there. You'll notice that the Snapdragon 485G has the Adreno 619. And that's it. There's no L. There's just 619, just like the Snapdragon 750G. So I mean, I would honestly assume that means it's a better GPU than the 619, the Snapdragon 690 rather. I'm not trying to confuse anybody there, y'all. I'm sorry if I am. Now, I mean, other than that, that's really the only thing I have to go on, that and the slightly larger screen size. The N10 5G does have more RAM. It has 6 gigs of RAM, while this has 4. But you're going to see in my video to the Realme GT that I'm about to also upload, that I talk about the RAM extension. Virtual RAM that a lot of these companies are starting to do, where you can spend something you could do on Windows for years, but they're now doing it on the phones now. Realme, ZTE, Xiaomi, they're some of the first companies that are doing this, where you can increase the RAM, the RAM virtually by taking away some of your internal storage, some of your unused internal storage. It turns that into a separate partition. BBK is bringing that to all of their devices across the board, and each of their sub-brands are calling it something different. OnePlus now being a part of Oppo, and Realme is a sub-brand of Oppo. I'm sure that they'll end up calling it whatever Oppo calls it, whatever it's called on the Realme GT. I think it's RAM Extend or something like that. I have to look at it again, but something like that would really benefit a device like this, I think. With the software update. And from what I've been told, they are actually supposed to bring it to this phone. I don't know if it's going to be the carrier models or if it's just going to the unlocked model. Because granted, even though this right here sitting in front of you is unlocked, it's still a carrier model technically. It's still Metro. When it boots up, it still has the Metro by T-Mobile splash screen. I would actually have to reflash the entire ROM to the unlocked ROM, to actually benefit from anything that the unlocked model may get that you won't get on carrier models. That is if they do separate them like that. And that's, probably more trouble than it's worth, especially on on a device like this, to most people that own it or will own it. But this device has been great. There's a lot of reviews out for it already. I was ultra late on mine, and of course mine are just old reviews. Let me correct that. But I have actually seen a ton of positive things said about this device, and like Project 13, he raved about it, and it's true. It's true. I think even Jay Will raved about it too. I could be wrong about that though, but it is true. This phone is fantastic. This is definitely OnePlus's best budget phone in my opinion, and I mean, it's a great build. It does have a 90 hertz refresh rate. It is an LCD, but it's a really nice LCD. Beautiful design. Beautiful design. This phone has weight to it, too. I mean, it really does. You have your side-mounted fingerprint sensor there. It is plastic, but it feels nice and sturdy. I mean, it feels better than Samsung's Glastic design, which I also kind of like. But you got your triple camera setup there. And I mean, in these reviews that are out for this phone already too, they even talk about what a great camera it actually is for the price point as well. Going in at that price, you can't really expect much, but what you get, it's pretty decent for what you get. They said, and that's good to hear. That's good to hear. The fingerprint sensor is really fast. It's been a great phone. I used it a good solid week after I got it unlocked on AT&T, and even on Metro by T-Mobile it worked really good. I noticed that this phone gets fantastic reception even on Metro by T-Mobile, which is very inconsistent in my area. But this phone got it. It was great. But charges fast. I mean, it's. I mean, there's just it's just a great all around budget phone. Makes a fantastic secondary phone. And it's not too good. It's not even that it's not good enough to be a daily, because it could be a daily driver as well. Not everybody needs a powerhouse of a phone. But I mean, in its own right, this phone is pretty freaking great, honestly. I've been thoroughly impressed with it. But I hope y'all enjoy this. Again, there's already a lot of videos out that just go over so many things about this phone, and it's true. A lot of the things that they say, it's a really good phone. I do recommend it if you can get it for free. Definitely do that. But it's I think it's worth the $240 as well, and it goes on sale a lot of times for $200 on Amazon. And other than that, man, y'all hit me up in the comments and let me know what y'all think. And until then, I will see y'all next time. Peace.